Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of She's Got the Lead. Today is a special one. I'm super excited to finally kick off the part where I bring in my athletes, my friends, and today I'm starting off with someone very special, a good friend of mine, Konata Mumpfield. We are going to talk about what it was like waiting on his call for draft day. This one has a personal touch to it as I was grateful enough to be a part of this experience with him. And I just felt like it was something that we need to talk about. And like I said, She's Got the Lead is about athletes bringing their stories to life so we can know them as a person and not just an athlete. So let's get started. Hey, Kanate, thank you so much for joining me as She's Got the Lead.
What's going on? How you doing? Appreciate
I
you for
am
having me.
good. Thank you, thank you. How's LA treating you?
LA's been good. I can't complain. Nice weather. What they say, it don't rain in LA, something like that. So, but nah, it's smooth. Good food, culture, weather, great organization. That's the biggest thing. So,
No, I know you was worried about like going somewhere cold because you're from Atlanta, so I'm pretty sure you're happy to be out there. I'm shocked about the food though. I didn't think you was gonna like it.
I mean, it's decent. I'm a little used to like soul food, southern style, but it's definitely some decent food. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to like hate on Pittsburgh, yeah, but it's better than Pittsburgh food though.
Anything's better than Pittsburgh food, bro. Anything. We are gonna get attacked for that, by the way. But let's see. What else can we talk about? Have you like been interfering with any of the fans in LA? Like, how have the fan base been?
The fan base has been welcoming, for sure since I've been here. I know we did like maybe a couple events with them. They seemed excited. They was pumped. Everybody been cool. So I mean, even if you got someone in the airport or you got someone out, they gonna ask you, you this, that, whatever it is. So, but they've been good though. They've been cool.
Okay, that's good. It broke up for a little bit. So, in the introduction, I kind of told the audience about your draft day, how I was able to kind of be a part of that process for you. I wasn't there on the day that you actually got drafted. So can you take us back to draft day, day three? You knew that the call was coming, but how were you feeling like exactly? Was it anxious thoughts? Were you nervous or were you confident in knowing that you were going to get the call? Kind of take us through that.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty confident going into day three. I definitely thought it was gonna be a lot earlier. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie though, the confidence like started to dwindle. You know what I'm saying? As round after round, pick after pick started going for sure. So like once it got to seventh round and then it started getting late, I'm like, okay, yeah, it might be um, a chance that I go undrafted. And so like I was kind of preparing myself for that. But I mean, emotionally though, it was an emotional roller coaster. Like I'm not like a very emotional dude, but it was definitely tough though, because I mean it's not easy for sure. I have my dad. He was a big support for me though in
Okay.
that time though.
So you were talking about you thought you were gonna go undrafted. Like what? Speaking hypothetically, what would have been that process, or how would you have adjusted your mindset, your game, or your goals to that happening?
I probably would have approached it the same way. I mean, like I said, I didn't think I was gonna go undrafted at all until, like I said, I was supposed to, how they do the little
The calls.
pre-draft
Yeah.
and things like that with projection you gonna be at. So I didn't think it was. I didn't think I was even gonna be that late, and I didn't think I was gonna go seventh round or sixth round. I thought it was gonna be early day
Yeah.
three. But I mean, I was gonna approach it the same way as I'm approaching it now. Like, I mean, I've kind of been like that my whole life, where I've been like the underdog, kind of been like the last pick, or kind of been, you know, basically like that last option. So I was gonna approach it the same way, just come in, work hard, give it to God. Like God don't make mistakes, so give it to God, and just bust my tail, be a good teammate, be a good person, and shoot, prove to them that why I should have been earlier, or why I should have been got called, or what it was. So
No, I feel that. I feel like though this draft, we were watching it. I think I was there in Atlanta. What day one? It was kind of like a weird draft. I felt like yes, you should have went earlier, but just the way that the draft was kind of operating and what teams needed, it felt a little eh. But you said that you were going to prove why you should have been drafted earlier. So, would you say that you have somewhat of a chip on your shoulder, not towards the Rams or anything, but probably towards the other teams who may have overlooked you early on, maybe teams that were interested in you that didn't select you? Are you going into this new season with a chip on your shoulder?
Definitely. I think that's that's always been like kind of my edge. Obviously, like my faith, but that chip on my shoulder to go out and improve it. Like I said, it's been my whole career since high school. You know, all the way to college, even to now. So definitely just keeping that chip on my shoulder. I mean, obviously, like I'm not to say it's against the the other organizations or anything, but kind of like what Stefan did said a long time ago. Like it's really to prove it to myself, like that who I am, who I say I am, and so that's really the thing. But also, as a competitor, you are frustrated. Like what I'm saying, I'm competitive, and I feel like everybody should feel like they're the best and feel that way. So it is a little bit, but not too much. I don't think too much about it.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel the exact same way with what I'm dealing with. When you're a competitor, you feel like you're the best. You just, you kind of, not in a bad way, you want to prove people wrong on why they should have chosen you. But like we always say, God doesn't make mistakes. His yeses are
Facts.
his yeses, and his no's is just protection. So when you did finally get the call, what went through your mind? Like I said, I wasn't there, so like when you finally got it, how did you feel? Did you feel relieved? Were you excited to go to LA? Were you nervous? Like, what did you feel?
I'm really all in one. To be honest, like I felt a little bit of like a relief. Like okay, finally I got it. And shoot, just thinking about the journey just to get there, I ain't gonna lie, I started crying a little bit. If you
Oh,
can see it on they got a little call too that they recorded, but I cried for sure. My family was joyful, they were excited. And then obviously you just a little bit nervous just because like you don't know what's next, but at the same time like you keep that faith in, and you going over there for a reason, so getting ready to like attack it head on. So like also confident at the same time. So I mean it's a mixture of all emotions for sure. But in that motion, in that moment though, it was a ball of a lot. Like I was frustrated, I was angry, I was happy, I was sad, I was all type of all type of thing.
okay. So I really want to know because like they always kind of record the calls, but what was your call like? Like, give us a little something of what the coach or the owner, whoever called you, said. Was it the
So
typical
the
thing?
so the guy that called me, he actually is he stayed in the same area that I'm from, in that
Oh,
Gwinnett County area. And like my dad and him been friends for like for a good amount of years now, since like I was in middle school. So we had already knew him. We talked to him a couple of times. Even like he helped me through high school, college, just continue like motivation, just giving me tips and things like that. So he called me, and then I said once I seen the LA number, I was like, oh, yeah, it gotta be like the Rams, because like my agent was like, shoot, I think the Rams will get you right here. And as soon as like I seen it up there, at first I didn't think so because it was like they pick us in. And then I see my phone ring. I'm like, oh snap! But it was cool though, cause like I said, that connection that we had, being from the same area, I know his son and things like that. And then I got on the phone with the receiver coach. No, I got on the phone with the receiver coach McVay, then the GM, and it was pretty cool. I mean, they brought up Aaron Donald, like to talk about the last Pitt legend, but like I tell people, I'm just focused on being the best version of myself.
okay, so that's good. They create kind of like a little connection to let you know like they're paying attention to you. I think that's important when you are going into a career, profession, or whatever. You want them to know that they paid attention to you and who you are and who they're bringing to the team. So now that you are here, you just said like you're about to go home before you start camp. Has reality really set in for you, and kind of what does it look like your day to day?
Yeah, shoot, it's set in every day. Like I wake up, I go to the facility, I'm like, or like I have some gear on to say NFL or like it's my I go to my locker up there. It's set in every day. Like how much of a blessing it is. Like at night when you praying or just thinking when you're by yourself, like man, I'm really in the NFL. Like something that I've been wanting to do since I was 4 years old and said I was gonna do since I was 4 years old. So I mean, it's it's definitely pretty. It's cool to have that. So I mean, and then really my day to day, it just really depends. Like from OTAs to like right now, we're kind of in our off season, so like everybody's home. But I had to stay up here for majority of the summer. But OTAs just depending on. For me, I like to get my routine in, so I'll probably get up to the facility like an hour 30 in advance. So I'll probably be like I get there like 6:30, so I wake up probably like around uh, 6 o'clock, 5:55. Start my routine, whatever that is: hot tub, cold tub, trainer room, stretch, getting my hips, glutes, all that stuff activated. Then I go eat breakfast before. Then you got all your meetings. You got your team meeting, you got your receiver meeting, offensive meeting. Then you got another receiver meeting, walkthroughs, and then you go out to practice where you go out there and get activated. Then practice. After practice, you eat lunch. Then you got more meetings where you go meet with your offense, your receiver coach or whatever it is, receiver meeting. And then right now, since we're rookies, we got a little bit more extra meetings than everybody else, so we gotta stay. So it's a day filled with meetings, and then after that, I mean, you can go home, but usually you typically eat dinner and then just do as much as you can for the body, like recovery, rest and recovery, studying, just to prepare your body for the next day. Because I mean, it's it's a lot of it's a lot of wear and tear on your body, so you want to be. You're not gonna always be 100%. You probably never be 100% again, but you want to be as much as you can. 95 if it's that day, 95, 85.
Okay, so you're playing with the Rams, and I seen you post a picture with Devontae. So, what is it like walking into the facility knowing that the guys that you used to watch on TV, maybe receivers that you used to watch film on, or like they said, well, Aaron Donald's not there, but Pitt legends, being a part of an organization where somebody from your alma mater was successful at, won a Super Bowl at? What does that feel like to like see those type of people in your day to day? And
I
know
mean,
that you'll potentially be like one of those people that new rookies may look up to.
it feels good. I mean, like you said, just watching it um, from tape, but not actually being able to watch it in person and actually get to learn from him or like just the whole receiver room in general. It's amazing. It's a blessing because a lot of people don't get put into that situation.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, just trying to soak up as much as I can, be a sponge, but then at the same time, it's normal because like I said, I feel like I'm supposed to be here and like I'm in that like I'm supposed to be in that room for a reason. So like I don't look at it as like no different. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean it's amazing though, just being able to learn, just see it in person, take notes, communicate with him, ask what he's doing, how he's going, moving by his process, things like that. So
Okay. And are you like, how are you feeling about the difference that you will be experienced between a Power Five training camp versus a professional NFL training camp? There will be a little bit of differences. So like, how are you feeling about that? Are you like super nervous, or are you just gonna?
I'm not too nervous. Obviously, you get a little anxious or a little bit nervous just because you want to do good. It's like something that you're passionate about, and obviously, we don't control the future. You don't know the future, but I mean, at the same time, I'll just kind of just roll it in there like, hey, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. Um, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be a little different compared to college. College training camps is like 4 weeks, and you in full pass, you hitting every day, tackling this really it's a physically taxing. I feel like this will probably be a little bit more mentally taxing because now we're
Mm-hmm.
professionals. It's not none of that taking people to the ground, and our camp is only about what 10 days, 2 weeks, so
Oh,
it's like yeah, it's real short. So I mean, they take care of your body, because I mean essentially we are the money, so. Like none of that overly physical stuff. But it's definitely gonna be mental. You got to be ready to go. Speed of the game gonna be a little bit faster, just because people understand and know what they're doing. Like everybody's talented, so that's like that sets that edge is the mental aspect of it. So just picking up on that definitely. But I mean, I'm honestly I'm excited because them training camps at Pitt, but it was long.
Yeah.
It was
Y'all,
long.
y'all used to feel, it used to look like y'all was in jail. Y'all couldn't wait to get out.
Man, then we had to be in that hotel for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, y'all used, it was like they put y'all up. Y'all
Man,
would dread camp. It was hilarious.
what? Everybody getting sick. Is all type of stuff. Like you know what I'm saying? Is
Team bonding though, I guess. I don't know. Y'all. I see people posting about it now. They not ready. So I want to go back to draft weekend. So what would you say that process kind of taught you about yourself as an athlete when it comes to having confidence in your skill level and also just like how you perform on the field and the patience of like you as a person?
I feel like it honestly taught me a lot. Just even from draft week to all the way to starting in December with combine training. Um, like it's a endless process. Where you have to be patient. You just gotta put in the work. Uh, Trust God and just go out there and do what you're supposed to do. Like so, you got the draft, combine training. You got all star games. You got pro day. Like it's a lot. So it definitely taught me a lot. Like you said, that patience and just understanding. Like I'm here for a reason. Like I'm at the combine for a reason. I'm at an all star game for a reason. I have a pro day for a reason. People I'm talking to NFL teams for a reason, and essentially getting drafted by shoot. I feel like the best organization in the NFL. Like for a reason, and they they understand talent, they understand players. So I mean, it definitely builds a lot of confidence. And here they breed confidence into the players. I will say, and I feel like you don't get that everywhere, even in college. So like it's amazing though. But it definitely taught me patience. Like you said, it definitely helped my confidence more and things like that.
Okay. And if you could leave a future draft pick who might be watching this, I know that I'm going back to sideline report for Whippy football back in Pittsburgh, so maybe I'll pass this on to any high school players watching or college players. What is one piece of advice that you would give them?
um, don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Like I was told that my whole life. I was never the biggest. I was never the strongest. Never the fastest. So I mean, don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Like if you outwork the next person, you focus on yourself, bettering yourself, and keeping the main thing. And like I said, keeping God first. Like it's all in His will and all in His plan. Like no matter what life looks like, no matter what things look like He can turn anything into what you want. So I mean, if you just keep the right mindset, stay motivated, work hard, believe in God, and never let anybody take your confidence away. Believe, like truly believe. I mean, then you can accomplish anything. I mean, shoot, I feel like I'm a living testimony, and I feel like that's what God wants me to do. Use this story for hopefully later down the line. Like I want to play a long, great, good career and leave an impact on the game, and kind of use my story for, like you said, younger generation people in any facet of life. So
No, thank you. That's what it's all about. How do you kind of, this is my last question, but how do you kind of stick with that underdog story knowing that you had to kind of have that narrative throughout your whole career from when you were a kid till now? I feel like that's not a narrative a lot of people want to say that they had. Of course they want to say they had it, they was overlooked when they're already at the top, but actually being in the midst of it, how do you handle that? How do you stay grounded mentally?
I mean, honestly, I don't like it at all. To be honest, like I'm tired of
Okay,
being the
I don't
underdog.
like it either.
I'm tired of being the underdog, man. Shoot, I'm tired of that, bro. But I mean, like I said, just never forgetting like where you come from, keeping the main thing, like and understanding that God don't make mistakes, like because, like I said, there's been multiple times where it seemed like it was ugly, and it seemed like You feel me? Like I said, I was the underdog, but look, look, everything fell in place. So I mean, every time when it looked bad, he ended up pulling me through. So I mean, just keeping, like I said, keeping the main thing. Never forgetting where you come from and what got you to where you at right now. So
Okay, well, thank you for that. Oh.
my bad, excuse me.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I was kind of looking forward to this one. I think this one will do great numbers. And me and everybody from She's Got the Lead, all my, not fans, but people, viewers watching, we will be sure to watch you and your journey. And thank you so much for having us be a part of this.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.